Alright, welcome. Thought I'd do a quick video just on going back to good old password cracking. It's been a while since I've visited the side of things, since it first piqued my interest, and I've been doing a few other advanced things in the time being, so I thought it would be good to just go over one of these. I was on a client side the other day, and they asked me to crack a file that, Excel spreadsheet, and it was something I thought I could get past doing pretty quickly, but I really I hadn't done it in a while, so decided to go over it again just very quickly. First thing we need is a cracking software, so something like hashcat or John. In this case, I'm going to use hashcat because I want to check all that GPU goodness using my graphics card. We're going to need a password list. Something from Scale Security is pretty good. Usually I use the newer ones from GitHub. I'll link that, but Rockyou is always a great word text list. It's got 14 million or something like that odd passwords just collected from around the net, and now you can check it against other ones. We're going to be using an Excel file, and we're going to be using it against a John module, which is Office to John Python script. So first things first, let's create a Excel spreadsheet, and we'll just call it blah, and we're just going to chuck some random information into it. Save that, and we're now going to protect it. So this is basically encrypting it. So let's encrypt that there. And an example password, going to use something very close to the original. They thought it was quite lengthy and quite strong, but boy were they wrong. So we've got something like Rose and Ray forever. Just so you can see that, it'd be Rose and Ray forever, something like that. So quite a few characters, a special character, number, that kind of thing. No capitals, but we'll see how we do. So let's do one more time. Sweet. Okay, and we've got our data, so let's just save that and copy it into our hashcat directory. Now I've already downloaded an extractor, obviously, but just chuck that here. Cool. So we've got our Excel worksheet in there, and the next thing we could do is the script. So we've got a new Kali build. Go on. And what we're going to do is make a new file, Office to John, and it's a Python file. And what we're going to do is we're just going to grab the file off here. I'm just going to go raw. Just get it from raw, so you make sure the formatting is fine. And let's paste it in here. Okay, and we're just going to give it executing permissions. And now we need the Excel file. So what this is going to do is it's basically going to check for the hash that's being used. So in this case, Office 2010. Just going to paste that there. And we can immediately see that, both the file and the spreadsheet are in here. It's very simple. Let's just run Office to John and blah at the same time. That gives us this neat little hash. Basically, you got the the username, but the name of the file. It's got the version, so Office 2010, and it's got the hash. You can see it's a 128-bit hash, that kind of thing. So let's copy this out and chuck it in a new file, and we're going to save this as hash.txt. Cool. Next thing we want to do, so we're finished with Kali. I just thought I'd do it both on Kali and Windows just to give a bit of multi-platforming going on. And next thing we want to do is password list. So grab your Rockyou text list from here. I've already downloaded mine. Sitting right here. And we're going to use it with hashcat. So I'm just going to shift right click over here, and first thing we want to do is get a hashcat to identify which kind of hash it's using. So we already know it's Windows, Microsoft Office, 2010, but we can search for it by doing the -- help There might be a lot of information, but just go straight for the numbers. Let's find where it is. We've got MS Office 2010, and that's 9500. So in the end, we can go hashcat 64 on a 64-bit system, and we're going to have -A 0 for a straight dictionary attack using word list. -M is going to be our 9500, I think it was, that we found. And the other thing we want to do is take out or omit the username, because we don't want to use that part of it, which was over here. We've got blah.xlsx. Take out the username, and let's do an output file. We'll make it just a result.txt. We also want to have the hash.txt, which we saved just before, and we're going to be using the password list, which is rocky.txt. So this is now going to run against my graphics card rather than my processor. I'm going to use all that extra juice to try and crack it. Cool, so it's detected. I've got a AMD 7970 in there. I think it's 7970 or 7990, either one. Normal processor. It's going to skip to the GPU, setting a heat trigger for 90 degrees. So if it hits that while trying to crunch those passwords, it's going to quit. We can keep an eye on the status over here. So there's our hash running against Office 2010. Looks about 21,000 hashes a second, which is pretty decent. And we've got our temp fan, all that kind of thing. Utilization's pretty high, and if you were right here, you'd hear that that GPU fan just spinning up like crazy. That thing's going wild. It's going to spin off its hinges. So I might just pause it until it's finished cracking. It shouldn't take too long with this graphics card. It's estimated 10 minutes, so we'll see how it goes. Cool. So about 7 minutes in, we had a crack. It seems like it was about 67% way through the file. 7 minutes in total. So let's go and have a look at the result that it's got. So here we've got the entire the entire hash, that we had before, along with the password that we put in before. If it matches this one over here, nope, deleted it. So that was it there. So now let's try and put that into the Excel spreadsheet. Yeah, we'll chuck it in there. Don't know if we can copy it in. Yep. And there we go. So it's been able to crack it in about 7 minutes. For a 2010, I believe 2013 and higher would be double that, so 256-bit, and probably take a lot longer and a lot harder to crack. I did do another test, and my cracking station did 2013 at about I think it was 3,000 or 4,000 hashes per second, so close enough. But anyway, hope that helps with one or two of those things. As I said, there's a whole bunch more. Just go back here. You can look at anything from PDFs to the LastPass series and that kind of thing. So have a look. It's good to revisit some of the old cracking stuff and make sure you're on your toes. Where if you're in a physical situation or you're facing an actual server in front of you, or you got the files in front of you, that you're able just to crack it, get through it that way, and not just rely on all your exploitation and pivoting to get you around. So thanks for that. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you're able to use it in the future. Cheers.